Voronezh, Russia, a quiet region far from the front line. But on this day, things were different. A short video released by the Russian military caught people's attention. Nothing dramatic, no added effects, just a camera showing a piece of a destroyed missile lying on the ground. The metal was scratched and burned, but the writing was clear. English words, American markings, manufacturing codes, component labels, everything unmistakably American. This was ATACMS, the missile the United States promoted as a game changer, a missile praised as smart, precise, and unstoppable. Yet here it was, on Russian soil, as broken debris. The recording immediately spread. People began to ask questions. How did this missile fall so far from its intended target? How did Russian air defenses manage to stop it? And why was the structure still so visible and intact? These questions opened a wider discussion. A discussion about technology, about expectations versus results, about American claims, and about Russian capability. The video was simple, but the implications were not. ATACMS did not come from Ukraine. Ukraine does not build this missile. It does not assemble it. It does not design it. The supplier is only one country, the United States. The delivery was not announced publicly. No press release, no official statement at first. Washington kept it quiet for months. The U.S. government hesitated. They feared escalation. They feared being blamed for attacks deep inside Russian territory, but pressure grew. Ukraine kept asking. NATO supported the request. Congress pushed harder. Eventually, Washington agreed. ATACMS was sent, but quietly, and only admitted when Ukraine finally used it. This pattern is familiar. The U.S. provides weapons, then waits to see the outcome, then builds a narrative once the results are known. It makes the American position look uncertain. On one hand, they supply long-range strike systems. On the other hand, they try to act as if they are not involved. A dual approach, unclear and often confusing for their own partners. ATACMS is launched from HIMARS or M270. Both are American systems, both mobile, both easy to relocate, both designed for quick strikes. Ukraine usually fires them from safe zones, far from Russian retaliation, hidden areas, tree lines, abandoned lots, open fields. The launcher fires, then leaves immediately. No pause, no waiting. This is their standard tactic. But this time, things went differently. Russian radar detected the missile early. S-400 systems locked on. Pantsir units monitored its path. Coordination was fast. Reaction was precise. The missile approached Russian airspace, but never reached its target. Russian air defenses intercepted it, destroyed it mid-course, and the remains fell far away from any military site. What was meant to be a powerful strike became debris on Russian soil. And that debris is now evidence. This interception was not a small event. It was not just another routine engagement. It had symbolic weight. The United States has repeatedly described ATACMS as difficult to intercept, as highly precise, as a decisive weapon. But Voronezh told a different story. Russia stopped it, cleanly, and far from the intended location. This directly challenges long-standing American claims. Claims about superiority, claims about technological dominance, claims about guaranteed effectiveness. The debris speaks louder than any press statement. Russia did not need to exaggerate anything. They simply showed what happened. A broken missile, American markings, Russian soil. The message was clear. Russian air defense works. Russian radar works. Russian integration works. This was not theory. This was not projection. This was a real-world result. ATACMS is not weak. That must be stated clearly. It is still dangerous, still accurate, still capable of causing significant damage. It has hit targets before. It has struck Crimea. It has damaged aircraft. It has forced Russia to adjust deployments. But no weapon is perfect. No missile is invincible. No system is immune to interception. All missiles can be stopped, including ATACMS. Here the criticism toward the U.S. becomes relevant. Washington often presents its weapons as flawless, as if American technology cannot fail, as if the opponent has no comparable capability. Reality is different. ATACMS can be intercepted. Russian systems can defeat it. And this was proven without doubt. This incident shows two truths. ATACMS remains a threat, but Russia remains capable of neutralizing it. This event reveals the deeper contrast between the two countries. The United States focuses on narrative. Russia focuses on results. The U.S. highlights design. Russia highlights performance. The U.S. promotes capability. Russia demonstrates it. And in Voronezh, the demonstration was stronger than the promotion. The missile failed. The interception succeeded. This puts pressure on the American narrative, because the story they built around ATACMS does not match what happened in reality. The U.S. now faces difficult questions. Why did the missile fail? Why did Russian air defenses succeed? And what does this mean for future shipments? Meanwhile, Russia does not need to explain anything. The debris already explains it. This is the difference. One side relies on messaging. The other side relies on performance. The Voronezh incident paints a clearer picture of modern warfare. Weapons do not always perform the way their manufacturers claim. Technology does not guarantee superiority. And real-world results do not always follow political expectations. Russia demonstrated effective defense. And the United States must now face the fact that even its most promoted systems have limits. If you want more analysis like this, consider supporting the channel. Subscribe for future updates. Enable notifications so you do not miss the next report, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Your support helps this channel stay active and continue providing in-depth, factual, and balanced analysis of global military developments. This video is for educational and analytical purposes only. It does not promote war. It does not support violence. It does not endorse any military action. All information is based on publicly available sources. All commentary is independent and aimed at helping viewers understand the ongoing dynamics in a complex geopolitical environment. Thank you for watching. See you in the next analysis.